This one is budding over there. That one is budding also. That's all right here. And I know this is very hokey pokey, but don't worry. So this is what I was talking about. So these are the kind of like the entrances into the garden area, kind of like the transition zones. And then I'm going to do planting here, bring in soil. But the problem is this is the original soil, and you can see it's really uneven. You can see that it dries out very, very quickly, which is not great for the plants. It puts a lot of stress on them. So, I'm not going to worry about these areas for planting yet until I'm healed. But it's looking pretty good, huh? And I continued the rhododendrons around to the garden. You can see it right. Let's see if I can, right there. It comes right around. And these are the sun rhodos. And so tomorrow I'm going to have him put fresh soil around all the plants over here. I think it's just around the corner, and I'm sorry that this is herky-jerky, but this is really the only way I can do it, because I probably won't do a video for a while. So here are the other 3 fruit trees. So I have 7 fruit trees. There's 3 here, 3 back there, and then 1 in the garden, which is over there, just past that pole, which I think you can see maybe back there. But we'll get a little bit closer. But if you remember, this was all weeds. It looked like kind of like over there in the back. So last time he was here, I had him clear all this out, and now put fresh soil, good soil, because you could see how bleached out this soil. This is just clay and rock. It's not really conducive and nutritious for the plants. But I want to put it because it's great for conserving water. That's my point. That's my goal, is so I'm not having to water so much. I can just give things a good soaking and then not have to do it for a couple of days, especially as we move into the hotter months, the warmer months. I do have my seedling trees over there, which are mostly, I think, dogwoods and redbuds. And I'm going to put those in spots around the yard and whatnot. So yeah, so things are really starting to come into their own. Like I said, come May, June. Wow, she's fantastic. So you wonder how I stay upbeat and positive. Is because look, folks, I mean, this is going to be so nice when it's all said and done. I got whatever the heck this plant is, and these are the mop heads, which are kind of cool. And then I got that heather in between, thanks to Denise down at Deer Creek Nursery. She had that. She thought that would look really cool, which I agree with. That was kind of the motif I was going with, I guess. But things are really just starting to come in and spread. Tomorrow he's going to take the mounds, because we need to add soil again, because I have plenty of soil over there. And we need to fill in these spots, because I kind of want it rounded, almost hilly in the middle, and then be able to put some ground covers in and then have it kind of just cascade down. you know, like that stuff over there, that purple stuff, it's over there too. I use it a lot. It's really a nice ground cover. Today because I did water everything. I did a heavy watering here yesterday evening, and you can see how dried out it is. But by having this layer of soil, if I go down a little bit, I should get to moisture, which I do right there. So that's my goal. I could see my parsleys probably need to be harvested, I guess. I don't know when to harvest these things. I think my bok choy in the back there, you can see it's flowered. The yellow flowers there, and I think it's already gone to seed. So I don't even know if you can eat it now. And then you can see the cherry tree back there. He's got to make a bit of better road here for me because I can't get through right there. No, it's right over. But when these rhodos come in, and these are a different color, obviously. These are all the same color. These are all like a purple pink from the same ones from last year. But the veggies don't seem to be growing as quickly as like the flowers, but maybe that's just the way it is. I do need to get an umbrella and a stand. But you can see things are really coming along. And this is a great example, this bed over here. So this is what I did with the septic plateau, because I didn't have a lot of choices. I am going to get shorter pots, flower pots, and I want to kind of do like colorful, almost like Mexican like ceramic clay pots, but you know, that have like some kind of color, and they'll be a little bit lower profile. And I just kind of like them right there at the intersections. I use these guys elsewhere. I'm outlining the driveway out that direction. So this side of the yard, we're not focusing on right now. I'm not focusing on it, nor that side that much. But this is what I want to show you, kind of this bed. The phlox are doing great. That's a So this was my original test plot, if y'all remember from way back when. Right here in the center, all the different types of ground covers, and I just kind of like went with like a mixture. This is the bog rosemary, which I thought was just a really cool looking plant. You know, mosses, things like that are going to need to spread the soil out a little bit better. You could see we have some low points. I kind of want the middle to be higher and have it kind of coming down. But I watered this heavily yesterday and it's already dried out, but we need to get more soil in here around the plants. So that's going to be our goal tomorrow. So that's it. Today's Friday, but so anyway, I do have to get my plants fixed. You know, I put into the flower beds. come along. That one over there is dried out already. I mean, I water these heavily. But over time, with the better soil, augmenting the crappy soil that was here, or that is here, should be able to make it work. Sorry, it's just not easy carrying the camera and trying to do this at the same time. So there, got a couple of tulips. Those are left over from when I was down south. Check those out. These are the new red rhodos. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So anyway, this is the side. This is the shed. I call it a casita, just because it sounds fancy. But this is all really coming in. This is all stuff that I planted last year. These are the planter boxes. I need to get those things in. They've been there for a while, and I need to put them into my flower, or whatever those things are called, railing boxes, flower boxes. This is going to be plants and flowers also. But I do need him too, because I have hydrangeas here and lilacs, and so the deer love them. So I used to have wire, and then boy, that's a big ass ant. And so just needs to clear these out, and then we need to put soil around the hydrangeas, again for water retention and water conservation. And I think that's about it. I don't know. There's not a lot else going on. I'm kind of dead in the water. Physically, and but trying to do what I can do. This thing does take a lot out of you, and when you stand up, it's like all the blood goes down, and so it's just it gets to be uncomfortable and exhausting. So I'm going to call it, because I did a lot of my watering, and I'm going to finish my coffee. And then I'll come back out in the evening when it's, because it stays light until about 8:30, 9 now. It will get up to like 10, 10:30. That'll still be light out because we're so far north. But anyway, I can't walk and hold this. You can tell I haven't driven my car in a while. I do turn it on and let it, warm up. Yeah. And this is the front. And so anyway, I'm gonna call it a day, because it's already 40 minutes, and it looks like time's running out. So peace out, be positive, and we'll chat in a while. And I miss you guys and appreciate y'all, and enjoy, and let me know any questions you have or anything like that. This is Mark out at Positively Peninsular. So peace out, stay positive, and be good. Take care.